What's up, YouTube? Steel Family Cards coming back at you again. So, today we have Mail Monday, I guess you could call it, because I got a bunch of awesome stuff in the mail. Can't wait to see what this is all about. I've kind of slitted them open a little bit so far so we can easily crack into those, but I don't know what I got yet. And I also figured that I might want to show you guys kind of what I've been up to for the past while. I've been doing a lot of deck testing, and I've picked up some cards that I thought I should show you guys that I did not do mail days for. So first I will show you some of the stuff that I've picked up. So obviously you saw these in the Maximum Gold opening. I purchased 2 copies of Golden Lord. I got them like 25 bucks each when it was 30. I was really pleased with that price. It's like 20 now, but I honestly I paid 25 for it. It's worth it. I'm so happy. I've always wanted to play Eldritch, not just because it's so meta, but because I'm a big zombie guy. Zombies were my first ever, like, sort of competitive deck, and so I feel like this is really cool and fitting for me to kind of advance to. And then I picked up some nice staple hand traps. We got 2 Phantasme and 3 Lancia. I really like Lancia. I feel like it's almost as applicable, if not more applicable, than DD Crow. So I do actually main this. However, sometimes I'll probably switch it out with stuff like Nibiru's and things like that. So that's those. And then this has to be one of my favorite cards of all time. Chaos Space. This card is just nuts. You discard a light or dark to add an opposite of that type from your deck to your hand that cannot be normal summon set. So you're going to add the baby dragons, Black Dragon or White Dragon Calip Serpent. And then you can summon that off of banishing what you discarded for this cost. And then when you link that off, it floats to the other one. You can summon the other one by banishing that one. And in Chaos Space, other effect, banish itself to shuffle that back into the deck, not only replenishing the cycle so you can go again for extra link material, but also giving you a free draw in the process. It's just nuts. Love this card. And then this next part comes kind of all together. I picked myself up a Thunder Dragon core. I was kind of messing around with various builds of the deck, and I settled on one that used some of the PK stuff with Bardiche. So I ended up picking up this core. I'm really pleased with it. I think the deck is really cool. I mean, obviously I never played when like Colossus and stuff was a thing, but I feel like it's a capable engine in terms of link spamminess, which is most of what I play. So that is pretty cool there. Also, I gotta say, like, in comparison to the 2020 Megatins, I think the 2019 Prismatics look a little bit sharper, not gonna lie. Like, they're just a little... I almost want to call the 2021s duller in a way. It probably has something to do with quality control in light of the world situation. So, then I have IP Masquerade. Speak of the 2020 Megatins, I was so pumped when I got the set list for 2020 Megatins, because I had been really excited to see what they ended up containing, and I was so pleased when they announced IP was in it, and she looks amazing as Prismatic Secret Rare. Really pleased with that as a pickup, as well as the Nightmare Unicorn to go back with her. It's always amazing when you can shuffle something back non-targeting. And then this is currently my endgame boss of choice, Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax, because I can also, if I don't want to go into Unicorn, go into it off P, and it's off IP, and it's like almost indestructible, which is nuts. I really want to get a Bortle Sword out of the Maximum Gold reprint, so we'll see if maybe we can pull that, because I do have another box coming. And then I got Predaplant Verte Anaconda. If you guys recall, in one of our 2020 Megaton openings, I managed to pull a Dragoon. So I picked this as well as the Red Eyes Fusion up and the Dark Magician. I had a random Red Eyes on me. And now I have a Dragoon engine, which I'm playing in several different decks right now. So also very happy to use that. And then Nightmare Griffin. I feel like this card's kind of underrated almost, honestly, because it's absolutely crazy. Because when this guy's co-linked, your opponent just can't activate monster effects. So it's like, I'd say this is, in some situations, even better than an Appaloosa. And it's pretty cheap, too, so I like that. Anyway, that's just kind of some of the pickups that I've had over the last few months. Let's get into some of the mail items. So I have not looked into these, but you will see that I kind of slit them a little bit. And then we have... Here we go. So this is some more of the stuff that you see I got for the Thunder Dragon stuff I was messing with. We have some Aloof Lupine here. This is the starter I chose of choice. I really like Solar, but you just kind of need other cards in your hands to use him, so I decided on Lupine instead. It does kind of... I'm still not completely happy with it. I wish I had found a way to use Battery Man Solar, because I think he's just so good, especially in, like, leak spam versions of the deck. So, yeah. And then this is the envelope it came in, and I put it back in the pile. So then, next up, let's see what we got here. These are kind of hard to get out of the packaging here. Let me just rip it a little bit. Oh, here we go. I know what this is. And this is for my other project. Oh, they taped it in there so that wouldn't move. I guess that's kind of nice. So, this, if you will notice, is Cherubini, Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss. As soon as I read this card, I was like, holy cow, I gotta come up with something to use this. And well, I ended up just going the BA route. So I am currently working on an Eldritch Burning Abyss deck. I think I have my list. I'm just kind of waiting on all this stuff, and I will try to profile that for you guys soon. But I wanted to be able to use the PK stuff, and so I've got like a PK Fire variant that incorporates lots of Eldritch stuff. I really love it. It's super fun to play. And this card is just nuts. Foolish Barrel, any level 3, and there's so many good ones to choose from. Big fan of this card. Let's see, is that... Yep, looks like it's just a single there. Then, moving on to our next treasure. We have, oh, look at this. These are awesome. So, once I saw Imperm was reprinted in Maximum Gold, I'm like, even if it just goes down by 10 bucks, I gotta pick up some. So I ended up picking up double copies of Imperm. I got the dual Overload ones, because they were like 20 bucks or something. I got a pretty decent price on them, like pretty soon after the reprint was released. And so somebody was selling them pretty cheap, and I picked these 2 copies up. Could not be more excited to have this. It's amazing hand trap. Probably one of the best in the game, if not the best. So super pleased about those. I'm going to run those in everything. Then moving on, we have, looks like another person who taped in here for security, which I guess, here we go. This once again betrays that I may or may not be building Burning Abyss something or other, because this in here is some copies of Fiendish Rhino Warrior. This is really great in the Burning Abyss deck. Wow, this person really went all out with the tape. Yeah, so this is your normal summon, because you can normal summon it, and then you can special summon the BAs, and they won't be destroyed because their effects are negated. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that interaction works. I'm still not the most amazing at Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulings and stuff. So, yeah, those are in there, and there may or may not be something else in here, so I'm just going to check real quick. There's a lot of tape on this top layer, holy cow. Yep, so we got... Looks like 2 rhinos in a sleeve. Nice. Again, pretty nice. Enjoy that I'm picking up my BA stuff. I'll probably have some more stuff trickle in over the next few days. But, yeah. And then here is another card that we are using for the BA stuff. This is my copy of Phantom Knight's Fogblade. I ended up splurging and buying an Ultra for this because there was like no commons on the market that weren't like 10 bucks, and this was like 12, and I'm like, you know what, if I'm paying 10 bucks for a trap card, I'm paying for the Ultra Rare as opposed to the common. So this is the result of that little splurge, and I must say, looks really clean. I love trap cards in Ultra Rare. They're just so awesome. So that is that. And then I think this is our final little envelope over here that I'm going to crack here. And it contains another piece of our Thunder Dragon shenanigans that are going on. This is a copy of Gold Sarcophagus, which is just kind of your nice little one-of power card, because you can use it to banish a Thunder Dragon from your deck, and then that'll gain the Thunder Dragon effect to search or add to hand, respectively. So that's a really nice little one-card starter in the deck. If I can just open this up, there we go. And then we have 2 cards in here, it appears. So let's see what's behind it. This is my Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak, again, for the PK engine. I think this actually completes all the PK engine. Because earlier this week, I obtained my Shade Brigandine, my Common Fogblade, and my boots. So that's nice. Now I've got the full package, and I can start messing around with it in some of my other stuff, just for fun. And now we are going to move on to the larger packages. So I think that this is just a card, and then I have a sneaking suspicion I know what the other one is. But we will open that last, because it is large. So let's rip this open here. And nice. So here we have some maximum gold copies of Nibiru the Primal Being. Like I said, when I saw maximum gold set list, I just kind of went on a little buying streak and bought out a lot of things that I really wanted to get. So this is a few copies of Nibiru, because I am a big hand trap guy. I've grown up in hand trap formats, and so this is essentially something that I know I should get, and they will maintain some use long term. So these are my maximum gold Nibirus. Love this. Again, I decided on the day that I was purchasing all these gold stuff, I bought like the Nibirus, I bought the what's them called? Imperms, I bought the Golden Lords and all that stuff, so it all started adding up pretty quick. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy full play sets of the hand traps, I'll just buy 2 ofs, because I am getting 2 boxes and I might pull them. So maybe we can pull a nib out of our other box of maximum gold, which I have a sinking suspicion I might or might not know what is in here.
That one is scissors.
True, this is a pretty thick one. Alright, so I'm just going to rip this one open, and yes sirree. It appears that I guessed correctly. And here is my second box of maximum gold. Really going to be excited to see what I can pull out of that. So yeah, you'll probably see me crack this pretty soon. I'm not sure what order I'm going to post all these videos in, but yep. So, in review over our little mail day, I got my Nibirus in, got my Gold Sark, Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak, and Fogblade to complete the my little Phantom Knights engine, the Rhino Warriors, the Imperms, again, really pleased with these, and then Cherubini, and the Lupines, as well as this pile of stuff that I bought at various times and did not open on camera. So yeah, that'll be pretty much it for this video. Sorry it was a little bit longer, and that'll just be Steel Family Cards saying ta-ta for now.